greatest things about Git is its foundation of being a distributed version control system. This allows for many collaborators to contribute to the same project simultaneously. A collaborator can pull down the project's repository to get the most up-to-date version of that project. They can then create a new branch to introduce their changes, or contribute to an existing branch already on the project. Once a collaborator's local changes are ready to be merged, they can then be pushed up to origin so others can pull down those changes. With the many benefits this system brings, it can also create a situation where conflicting changes are trying to be merged. This is called a merge conflict, and happens when a conflicting change has been made on the same line in the same file of the two branches that are trying to be merged together. Now, if you're new to Git or haven't worked through many merge conflicts, resolving one can seem a little daunting, especially if you need to resolve more than one conflict. But no matter how many conflicts you need to resolve, the process to resolving one conflict is just replicated until all conflicts have been resolved. And the great thing is that it's not as complicated as you're probably thinking. Let's look at a quick example to see how we can resolve a simple merge conflict. In this example, we're trying to merge our title update branch into our master branch with a small change in our index.html file. Now, if we run the git command git merge and then our branch name title_update, Git returns a response saying conflict, merge conflict in index.html. Git then tells us that we need to fix the conflict and then commit the result. We can fix this conflict by opening up the index.html file in our text editor. But before we do so, let's run a couple git commands to give us a little more information. If we run git status, we get some information on unmerged paths. And under that section, Git tells us which file or files are having a conflict. As we can see, our index.html file is in this list. The git status command is a really good high-level overview of what's going on. But if you want a quick detailed view into the file or files in question, we can run the git diff command. Now, there's some interesting information that Git provides in this response, but the part I want to focus on is the section with the pluses or the minuses. This is the actual content change inside the file, and since we have a merge conflict, Git has automatically input some place markers into our file to help us understand the lines in the file that are conflicting. The file contents in the first section, just below the head, are the file contents as committed to the branch we are trying to merge into. And the contents in the second section, just above our branch name, are the file contents in our branch that we want to merge into the other branch. So let's open up this file in our text editor to resolve the conflict. We can open up the file from our command line by typing open -a and then our text editor, which is going to be Atom, and then the file name, index.html. At the top of the file, we see what Git showed us when we used the git diff command. We see the merge conflict markers with the conflicting content between the two branches inside them. All we need to do now is decide which line version we want to keep, and then remove the other as well as the merge conflict markers. Now, Git doesn't really care which version we keep, or if we decide to remove both or add something new. So let's keep the second version, the one on our title update branch, and remove the other version with the merge conflict markers. Let's save those changes and go back to our command line. Let's now run git commit -a-m and then add our commit message. Let's now run git status. Our merge conflict of unmerged paths is now resolved, and we have nothing to commit, and our working tree is clean. Hopefully now you can feel a little better about resolving your next merge conflict. Now, you may encounter multiple conflicts, or one that will take a little more effort to resolve than this one. But remember, the process is the same. So just look for those merge conflict markers, keep the version you're wanting, and remove the other version along with the conflict markers.